How y'all doing? It's July, it's July. It's July, it's July. It's July, it's July. July, and July. All right, so there were no X's, so I had to get my own. X's, and basically make them real good. Get some good ones. Some of them are hard to find because it's like some of them don't even sound like words, and in order to search them, you had to get some that were actually words. They weren't like words that a child would know. Some of them were words that were just very, very complicated. Didn't make sense. So some of those words I didn't use, but some of them I did use. And it's basically the same thing of what we did before. So, a few of them might be easy because we've heard these words before, but a lot of them you may not have heard. They're basically complicated versions of a simple word. So, I'm going to get into it now. Xenophobia. I'm sure you've heard of that. It's fear of strangers or fear of foreigners. Fear of people that you don't know. If you go to like a party or something, someone with xenophobia, if you were to get somebody with xenophobia to go to a party, you'd have to have people that they know. They're more than likely going to go with their friends and stay with their friends. They're not going to go just to meet new people. Because obviously it's a fear of strangers. So they're not going to go to meet new people. They're going to go in a spot where they're comfortable, where they're around people that they know. They might not even, they're not just going to go to, they may do more than go to a party where it's just people they know. They'll go to a party where people that they don't know, but they're not going to be around those people. So it's pretty much like they're actually at a party with just people they know, because that's all they see. So there's xenophobia. Xerox. You know what that is? Is xerographic copying machine. Basically just copying machines. And xerograph is a word I have too. So, but it's basically a copying machine, copier. Go to like Staples, go to Kinko's, you'll find Xerox machines. It's just a machine that copies, copies, that copies. Oh, actually, I don't have xerographic as a word, but copies, paper, stuff like that. So, xenon is an element. It's one of the noble gases. It has the atomic number of 54. It's one of those noble gases. You think in chemistry. It's not one of them that It's not one of the main ones that we talk about, like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and stuff like that. It's not one of those, but it is one of the noble gases, though. So it's just not as common of a gas, you know. Xiphoid. So this is it's a small triangular. It's a small triangular part of the sternum, and it starts out as cartilage, but it hardens. It gets harder the older you get, and it acts as a muscle attachment for other muscles in that area. So it basically attaches them together. You know, it's like it's an attachment part right there. Ooh, in the sternum. Xanthus. Something is xanthus. It's basically it has something to do with the hair. So it's like yellow coloration. So if you have like a certain type of brown hair, or you have obviously yellow hair, yellowish hair, red has some form of yellowish. You know, when they talk about red bone, they get like they're yellow. And you got that high yellow. You got auburn-ish, which has some yellowing in it. It's red with a little yellowing in it. And then you have red, red hair. Brown hair is basically a mixture of like if you put yellow, red and yellow is orange, but if you add a little more reddish to the orange, may give you like a brownish coloring. So it's like instead of being black, it's like a lighter shade, a lighter color. So the yellowing gives it like the lighter coloring. That's basically what it is. Xylocarp. It's a fruit that has like a hard woody pelicarp. So it's like the hairs, and then the what is it? The shellish, the woody shell. So like something like a coconut. Basically, you see the fibrous hairs in the coconut, and then you have the brownish wooden exterior type of thing. So like fruits similar to that are xylocarps. Those are xylocarps. Xylophone is an instrument that wait, hold up. No, that's not it. It's so it's like it has like you've seen like a xylophone. You have it on a stand, and you have the two wooden I forget what they're called. You have, well, it doesn't necessarily have to be two. It can be one. That makes a certain noise associated with like a tropical feel, a tropical sound. Like do 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 do. So it makes it has like a certain sound to it, a certain feel. You know. You know what a xylophone is. So xeric. It's basically very dry. If something is xeric or someone is xeric, they're very dry, containing very little moisture. Very little, if any. Very dry. Dry and dry and dry as dry can be. And then the last one. Zister. It's either Zister or Zyster. It's more than likely Zister. It's a surgical instrument for scraping bones. So it's like a surgical rasp or file. You have bone somewhere. Let me see. If there's like dirt on a specific bone, like for example, they're digging in your arm or in your chest, wherever there's bone, and there's some dirt, scrape off the bone, scrape off the bone, or basically mainly scrape it or like grab it and rub it off. Yeah. Something like that, something to that effect. But, whew. I hope you guys have a good night. I did the X's. It was a little difficult, but it was interesting to me. It was fun. It was fun learning new words, certain new words. Some of them I didn't know. Some of them I did know. And I'm sure some of them you knew. And some of them, you're learning now, which, is good. It's always good to learn new things, no matter how old you are, and no matter what stage in life that you're in. It's always good to learn new things. So, we'll have the whys tomorrow, and there aren't any whys tomorrow either. So I'm gonna be doing the same thing for the whys, and then the z's very little. But then after that, I'm gonna do like A through E for the rest of the month. And the thing is, I'm gonna be gone for from Wednesday until Tuesday. So if you see me in the same shirt for the videos, it's because I did them all at the same time. I didn't have time to actually do them elsewhere. I'm gonna be gone. So I did them all at the same time. I did them at the same day. If I'm wearing the same thing. Chances are I probably will be. But, it doesn't mean that it's going to be the same letters. So it's going to be the same words. It's going to be different words. But, yeah. So, I'm going to see y'all tomorrow.